At some point in life, often around 40 and beyond, we find ourselves reflecting on our journey, our relationships, our experiences, and the choices we've made. Some of us recognize our imperfections, our bad habits, our negative cycles, and the ways we could have been better. It can feel frustrating, even helpless, as if who we are now is set in stone, a permanent reflection of our past experiences. But what if that's not true? What if we still have the power to start all over, to reprogram our minds and unlock abilities we never imagined possible? For years, scientists believed the brain was fixed after childhood. But research now proves that the power of neuroplasticity and mindfulness offers a gateway to personal transformation at any age. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new brain pathways throughout life. This means we are not prisoners of our past conditioning. We can reprogram our minds to break bad habits or negative cycles, build resilience, and enhance our creativity. What habit or negative cycle would you like to change? Maybe it's procrastination or laziness, negative thinking, or even doubting yourself. Whatever it is, know that your brain is capable of rewiring itself, and that change begins the moment you decide to take that first step. Bad habits, negative cycles, and destructive thinking patterns are often reinforced through repetitive neural pathways. For example, if you are someone who tends to focus on the negative side of situations, you may start practicing gratitude by writing down 3 positive moments each day, no matter how small. Over time, this habit can train your brain to naturally identify positive aspects in challenging situations. By consistently shifting your focus toward what's going well, you create new neural pathways that promote optimism and resilience. People who struggle with anxiety often feel like their mind is constantly on high alert, making even small challenges feel overwhelming. This happens because the brain's fear center, the amygdala, can become overactive. But with consistent mindfulness practices and simple mindset shifts, it's possible to train the brain to respond to stress in a calmer, more balanced way. Over time, this can help reduce those intense feelings of fear and make it easier to stay grounded during challenging moments. One of the most practical examples of neuroplasticity is learning a new skill. Whether it's playing an instrument or speaking a new language, the brain strengthens the brain connections related to that activity. For instance, studies show that taxi drivers who navigate complex city streets develop a larger hippocampus, the part of the brain associated with spatial memory. Similarly, an office worker who learns a new software program or improves public speaking skills strengthens the neural pathways associated with problem solving, adaptability, and communication. Regularly engaging in professional development and cognitive challenges in the workplace reinforces brain plasticity, improving productivity and career growth. The more we practice a skill or a way of thinking, the stronger those neural connections become. This is why positive reinforcement and intentional learning are crucial for long-term change. Life can feel like an endless loop, waking up to the same frustrations, reacting to the same triggers, falling into the same negative thought patterns. It's as if our minds are hardwired to repeat the very cycles we wish to break. But here's the truth: we're not stuck. Neuroplasticity shows us that change is possible. Our brains are constantly adapting, rewiring themselves in response to our thoughts, actions, and experiences. Yet for those patterns to change, something powerful must happen first. We must become aware of them. Awareness is where transformation begins. That's where mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is not just about sitting quietly or meditating. It's about learning to notice your thoughts before they control you. It's about creating space between what happens to you and how you respond. In those small moments when you pause, reflect, and choose differently, your brain is forming new connections. Each time you start a task instead of putting it off, challenge a negative thought instead of dwelling on it, or take a small step forward when you feel unmotivated, you're training your brain to build better habits. Over time, these small choices become easier, more natural, and eventually, automatic. By practicing mindfulness, whether through deep breathing, journaling, or simply being present, you give your brain the opportunity to break free from those negative cycles. Over time, those healthier patterns become stronger, guiding you toward calmness, resilience, and better choices. Beyond a trend, unlike fleeting self-help fads, mindfulness has stood the test of time, rooted in centuries of tradition and backed by modern science. Dr. Tara Swart, a prominent neuroscientist, medical doctor, leadership coach, and author of the best-selling book The Source, known for blending neuroscience with practical strategies for improving mental performance, resilience, and leadership, explores mindfulness through the power of visualization. By using tools like vision boards, individuals can align their intentions with action, priming their brain to recognize opportunities and take meaningful steps toward their goals. Mindfulness isn't just a technique. It's a mindset that empowers you to take control of your thoughts, your habits, and your future. Your mind is not fixed. Your patterns are not permanent. Your potential is not limited. The journey to transformation begins within. Are you ready to take control?